Alright, y'all, so today is a special video today. Today's video is going to talk about how to grow your YouTube channel. Now, it's very simple. It's not as hard as it seems, but it's kind of is hard getting like to your watch hours, which you really need. You need like at least 4,000. I think 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, 4,000 or 50,000 watch hours. Now, you can do it another way too by getting 10 million views on your shorts. 10 million views, or however they don't call it, 10 million streams. I don't know how the hell they call it. 10 million shorts, 10 million short watch hours. That's how, I guess that's how it is. You have to have 10 million people looking at your shit. So, today's video will help you out. I have some more questions after this video, even though it's 11 minutes and 12 seconds long. I have some other videos for this. Well, actually, I have something to tell you, and then we're going to move on to the next video. I don't know how long this is going to be, though, because I might be pausing it back and forth. Anyways, fuck it. Let's go. It's for any devices. Android, iOS, tablet, Mac, PC, and Chrome. In that DC shit, however you say DC or DE, I don't know how it is. In devices, it's for it. Only for PlayStations, Xbox, and Nintendo Switches. That's not allowed. I don't think. Yep. I don't think that's allowed. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm tired of talking. Because this is an important video you have to know. Everybody should have to know. I'm even teaching myself what the fuck to damn do. Trying to.
If anyone is trying to grow on YouTube and build subscriber base, build an audience, I believe if you're not posting one video a week minimum.
And yeah, you gotta post one video well, you don't have to post videos every fucking week. I say do it off like every daily basis, like every single damn day. You don't have to do shorts every day. Live streams either, unless you confident in doing it all at once. Now, playlists, they're good too, but I don't think they pay you. I don't think they pay you though. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video, not today's video. Today's video is not on my mind. This is on my mind. How to grow your channel. Playlist tomorrow.
You're not even trying. You gotta just press record. I'm about to get on this call with a very big brand that teaches social media best practices. We have a 15-minute call kind of locked in. So I thought, why don't we just turn on the camera? Because the questions that they're asking is probably gonna be questions you're asking. So let's jump onto this call right now.
Hey Omar, how are you?
I'm really good. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for being here. This is so helpful for us. We're like, we have to ask the pros. We have to ask you guys. So thank you so much for doing this. Question number one that we have for you is, what are the best practices for hashtags on YouTube?
Yeah, I think a lot of times people may confuse hashtags with tagging, but I will address hashtags first. So hashtags are not really intended for discoverability, but more for organization. So for instance, if you had a video podcast, when somebody clicks on that hashtag, it's like all your podcast is consolidated, right? That would be the reason you would want to use hashtags on YouTube, is for consolidation or organization. But when it comes to tags, you're helping YouTube put your video in front of certain keywords and key phrases. Like a real life example when it comes to Think Media is when I make a video called best camera for YouTube in 2023, the tags I'm gonna use is best camera for beginners on YouTube, best cameras for YouTube, best YouTube camera for beginners 2020. It's almost like different versions of the title is what you would use for the tags. And really, you're thinking about what are the other ways people are going to be finding or discovering this video with their keywords and phrases.
Wow, that's really good. Another question for you is there a time or day that is best to post on YouTube?
Every day.
And a follow-up question to that I'll have too is, how many times per week, if so?
If anyone is trying to grow on YouTube and build subscriber base, build an audience, I believe if you're not posting one video a week minimum, you're not even trying. And I don't mean to be harsh, but figure out a way to upload one video a week if you're trying to grow on YouTube. If like that's what your main goal is, because just seldomly showing up once in a while is not gonna help the discoverability of your channel, but it's also not gonna give you the feedback you get from uploading consistently, because the more you upload, the more feedback YouTube gives you in the back end. Now, when people ask the question like, what's the best time to upload, they're usually asking the question, how can I get the most views when I drop my video? And if nobody knows who you are, then it doesn't matter. You identify as the creator when you want to promise to yourself how often you're going to show up. The more you upload, the more insight you get. So then you do get access to when majority of your subscribers or your audience is on.
So basically the key word he's trying to say is upload every single day, basically. You might well count as that, not every fucking week. I mean, if you like trying to like make a great ass video, like trying to edit that bitch out, like perfect, no leftovers, then I consider make one every week, because it's gonna take a lot of editing, and you putting your damn work all into that one video. That's different. Now if you want to make one every day, make it sound like like a 20-minute long video. It might take a week depending on how much you want to edit and how much you trying to put inside one video. And same thing as me, but I ain't got no PC, so I can't do all none of that fancy stuff. So I only can go the minimum wage that I can go on this phone. So let's keep going.
And so when you do have that data, I would say you can upload videos an hour before the peak hours. For instance, Think Media, a lot of people are peaking at around 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we release our videos at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But we have that information only because we upload consistently.
So would that count for YouTube Shorts too?
It's really more about the creator than it is the audience. So like identify how many shorts are you going to upload a week and just stick to it for you. And then, yeah, when you have that information, by all means, when you see that peak time, just do it a little bit before that to catch that wave.
Sounds good. Question number 3. What are the latest trends or features on YouTube that entrepreneurs should be aware of?
Yes, probably the biggest current opportunity and trend, and I would even say missed opportunity, is video podcasting. When you say entrepreneurs, you know what comes to mind is I don't have a lot of time. I can't be making videos every day. I need to be consistent online. Like when you create video podcasts, it's a very long form video that could then be redistributed as an audio, as shorts or reels, and then you can even create, even shorter, 5 to 7 minute clips from a video podcast. If you're an entrepreneur, you should know about the 7-hour rule. It'll take 7 hours for somebody to consume your content, for them to trust you. And one way to speed that 7 hours is to have long videos. If you want to build trust with your audience, uploading longer form videos is a huge opportunity.
And that is the main thing. I'm gonna show y'all something right now. This is really what you need. Alright, see, look at all my videos. I posted one 3 hours ago. Look at all my fucking videos. Look at all of them. Do y'all see any one of them that are at least like 5, 6, 7 minutes long? I don't think so. None of these are not even near there. They are way beyond the time limit. In which the time limit is like 15 minutes of recording if you are not like verified. Most of all my accounts are verified. I'm gonna show you all the ones that are not verified. So the T.MGaming Family World, that's not verified. I made that yesterday. The T.MGaming Family Live, that's not verified, and the rest of the 2 down below are not verified. But these 3 at the top, well, this one verified too. T.MGaming Family. This channel is verified. The 3 up here are verified. T.MGaming, more T.MGaming, T.MGaming Family. Those the only 3 are verified. The rest don't need to be verified, but the two down below, the T.MGaming Family Music and the T.MGaming Family Topic, those like a music channel. So those, I'm gonna be honest with you, like 95.9% of the time, they don't need to be verified. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Most of them don't need to be verified unless you precisely want to verify them. I mean, you can, but you really don't have to. But it's your choice, not my choice. So I can't tell you what to do. Let's carry back on with the video.
just want to just add one thing when you were saying that, Omar. It clicked for me in terms of like SEO, because that's what like you don't have right now on Spotify or Apple or anything else like that. Like it's not searchable, but YouTube is there, and if it's moving towards audio in some way too, plus the power of SEO in YouTube, it's like what, the second biggest search engine or whatever that is. That fascinates me.
Yeah, and that's why I like YouTube. On YouTube, the creator decides to watch. Winning that click is really key. But yeah, no, 100% huge opportunity, SEO.
Next question. What are the most important
Hey, Warner Robins and surrounding areas. Are you struggling with that?
important analytics or metrics that we should be paying attention to on YouTube?
Yes, there's only two. So if you're overwhelmed, it's a good day. The only two metrics you need to worry about on YouTube is click-through rate and average viewer duration. Click-through rate is the percentage of people who click on your video who see it on their feed. So if 10 people see it, but 7 people click, that's a 70% click-through rate. What influences a click? It is not the video you make. This is why people have it backwards. They're like, I'm gonna make the best video in the world, but they don't think about the psychology behind somebody actually, clicking on that video. So you put all this energy on a video, and you're like, man, it's getting no views. Well, because the title and the thumbnail wasn't convincing enough to.
The thumbnail, I'm gonna be like sure for y'all like 100% right now. The thumbnail is like the reason why people getting like people like blowing up on YouTube. Really, the thumbnail gotta be exactly what you're really talking about. If it's not what you're talking about, man, get your ass out of YouTube, man, because it ain't worth it. Now, if you don't have like the shit, what the hell it's called? The verification. You better get your ass up there and get one. You better get somebody's phone and you better get that verification done. But that's the only way your YouTube channel gonna stand out. My YouTube channel is standing out already, but yeah, okay, go on.
Want to even get the click. So this is encouraging. If you have videos on your YouTube channel that you feel are really good, you can go back and change your titles and thumbnails. Now, I'll say click-through rate is solely affected by titles and thumbnails. And right now, I think a lot of people are doing too much. So that's a good thing too. You can reel it back. Your titles should almost be very headline or article-like. Those are the type of titles working. So if you think about how newspapers write headlines, that's kind of the type of video titles you want, because that's going to make people stop, click, and then watch your video. Something I like doing is just doing the research. So if I have a video topic, most people start with a video idea or a topic in mind. Go do some research. Go on YouTube, put that topic in the search bar, and see how people are positioning this title. And then when it comes to thumbnails, a lot of people are busy with the thumbnails as well. So There's what I call is the rule of 3. Don't put more than 3 elements in your thumbnail. A lot of people repeat the title of their video in the thumbnail. What you want to do is, number 1, don't use more than 4 words. Max out at 4 words. It should amplify or reiterate the feeling you get from reading that title or watching this video. So here's an example. How to experience a better first trimester as a pregnant woman, right? I'm not gonna put that title in the thumbnail. I'm gonna put no headaches, no nausea. I'm gonna tell a story more or less with that thumbnail. So then there's average viewer duration. So YouTube is measuring how long people stay on your videos. So when I say average viewer duration, if you have a 10-minute video, but most people are just watching 59 seconds of it, that's a really low average view duration. So the question that people should be asking is, what do I need to do to increase my average view duration? The easy first step answer to that is focus on the first 30 seconds of your video. Because if you can get 70% average viewer durations to stay past the 30-second mark, chances are they're gonna stay throughout the rest of the video. And then that triggers YouTube to say, oh man, people are clicking on this video and they're watching the first 30 seconds of this video. We're gonna put this video in front of more people. I mean, as a creator, we have to obsess over that first 30 to 60 seconds, because you're earning the attention of the person to stay along the whole thing. So stay along the entire video as much as possible.
And I'm just gonna pause right here. Another thing, you will most likely need a YouTube tab, like a community tab. Like Only if you have 1,000 subscribers. Not like your regular YouTube, not like your regular community tab, like this. Look, Let me show y'all. Not like this. Like it's like a community tab where you can get, where you and your friends can discuss about making new videos. Only for 1,000 subs. So. I don't really have 1,000 subs, so I only gotta bear with this one. But as soon as I get that will not be no problem actually. This thumbnail right here, I'm gonna change it later on. It's a little bit too blocky, so I'm gonna change it. This right here, I ain't really worrying about it too damn much, cause it's a little too close, but it's alright though. This thumbnail, the rest of these thumbnails out here, alright. They're good. They're fine. Except for this one. I might want to do them all, but not right now. So, yeah, keep going.
Allude to the fact that your video is ending. So, if you are sharing 3 tips, I'm not going to end my video saying, and the final tip, and the last tip. I'm going to say, and the next tip, and then a lot of the times you could make one of your tips another video. So like, it's almost like this video is 3 tips, but you're going to go ham on 2 of them, and then your 3rd tip is clicking this next video where I break down XYZ. That's how people binge you. But so many people that are on YouTube, they're not making themselves bingeable because you're not giving people next steps. Like when you're on Netflix and there's like, you finish a series and it's like, or an episode, and it's like, next episode starting. It's like, because they're trying to win your watch time, and that's why we binge episodes. They're doing it for you essentially, and you can do that for your viewer. Just to recap, click-through rate, average viewer duration. Those are the only 2 things that we should care about as creators on YouTube.
That's so good to know. We had one more question for you. Is there a certain length or duration that performs best?
Yes, I love this question because the best length on YouTube are the 2 most underserved lengths on YouTube. And it's honestly YouTube Shorts. There's not enough supply for the demand. And then secondly is very long videos. This is a huge opportunity. I know I mentioned it with the video podcast, but even if you had 30-minute long talking head or trainings or seminars, huge opportunity. When people click on a very long video, they're clicking with the expectation they're gonna stick around. If you can talk a really long time on a topic or subject, man, that is beautiful because you're gonna win. People are gonna fall in love with you because they're spending time with you. Here's a cool way to actually create long videos without having to create long videos. It's create what we call content marathons. So if you're planning your videos, plan a series of videos. I'm gonna make 10 videos on how to use Canva. I'm gonna make 10 videos on how to use social media for entrepreneurs. Make it a masterclass and upload that one video on YouTube. Now you have this 1 hour and 30-minute video on how to use social media for your business. You might have the best video that is that long around that topic because you've concisely thought through each and every segment.
The psychology of that, Omar, it reminds me when you said someone who sees it's a 90-minute video, they're like, okay, I'm going to watch the video. It reminds me of like the difference between someone who's like scrolling on Twitter versus reading a book. Like I sit down and read a book, I'm not going to stop after a page. Like I'm here for 15 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever it is. And it's so, I never thought of that until you said it, but I was like, I can totally see that. And the book, like the person who's reading the book, they want to know the author.
Love the idea of a content marathon. I think that's so brilliant.
Omar, thank you. From the bottom of our hearts. You blew my mind. I was like hanging on to every word. So thank you for your kindness, for sharing. So appreciate it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.
All right.
Bye, Omar.
Bye. That's what you call YouTube game, dog. If you got value, click the like button. And if you want to check out another video, click or tap the screen. We out.
Alright, y'all. So, the next one. I want to show y'all something. Y'all can look how I'm typing it. Today, let's see. I ain't really typing. I'm just scrolling through, see what's the best. Wait,
Here's some amazing YouTube advice from 10 very successful YouTubers.
Okay,
let's get into number 1.
Any of you listening, if you, especially if you have 0 videos on your channel, your first video is not going to get views. Period.
Course,
it's not.
of course.
First 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. Like, all you need to do, this applies to people that have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking, like maybe you can get some views, but your first 100 are gonna suck. There are very freak cases like Liza Koshy or Emma Chamberlain who have really good personalities, and it doesn't take them so as many videos. And it's just like people who are 7'5" and making the NBA. Like, yes, there are freak cases you can find, but for the average person like us, who don't have.
So the key is from Mr. Beast is get 100 videos on your videos. I have once got 100 views on my videos on my old channel, but difficulties and lost knowledge. So yeah, I basically lost every damn thing that I had on there. I really didn't want the channel because there was some problems behind it too. So if you want to know, just comment down below. I don't mind telling you in the next video.
These exceptional personalities and backgrounds in filmmaking, just make 100 videos, improve something each time, and then talk to me on your 101st video.
Well, the improve something each time is the tricky one. How do you improve something each time?
The second one, just, I don't know, put more effort into the script. The third one, try to learn a new editing trick. The fourth one, try to figure out a way that you can have better inflections in your voice. The fifth one, try to, study a new thumbnail tip and implement it. The sixth one, try to figure out a new title. There's infinite ways. That's the beauty of content creation online. There's literally infinite ways, from the coloring to the frame rate to the editing to the filming to the production to the jokes to the pacing to every little thing can be improved, and they can never not be improved. There's literally no such thing as a perfect video.
Don't really worry about what your niche is. Like, people get hung up on this, like, I don't know what to make videos about. It would be like a writer saying, I don't know what to write about, therefore I'm not going to write. Or like an artist saying, I don't know what my masterpiece is going to be, therefore I'm not going to hold a paintbrush. It's totally okay for your niche to emerge over time. Yes, you can take a very calculating route and plot it out in advance and be like, okay, this is my path. Or you can do what I recommend, which is just start making videos on YouTube about whatever you enjoy, whatever you want. If I was starting on YouTube, I wouldn't really worry about the niche thing. I just think, you know what, let me make videos about the things that I enjoy, maybe some close-up magic because I'm not a total loser. Maybe like iPhones, maybe like, my favorite pen, maybe like, tips of getting started on YouTube, maybe life as a medical student, maybe like whatever experiences in my life that I enjoy talking about and that I think I could teach on the internet. That is the stuff I would start making videos about. And over time, as you start making videos about things that you enjoy, the audience starts to resonate with some of those things. And so your niche ends up emerging over time. I never thought I would be a productivity YouTuber, but I seem to have become a productivity YouTuber because that niche just sort of emerged over time. It was not forward planned in advance. And so if you've got a lot of interest, if you've got a lot of things you're interested in, or even if you don't know what to talk about on YouTube, just start making stuff and you will figure it out. Don't be one of those writers who says, I don't know what my bestseller book is going to be about, therefore I'm not going to write a single word. It's the same with YouTube. Who cares if you don't know what your niche is? Your niche will change over time. I started off making videos for medical school applicants. I now no longer care about medical school applicants in terms of making videos, and therefore it just sort of changes over time. So don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just make the videos that you enjoy at the start. Strongest call to action is to watch another video, because now all of a sudden your channel went from like, say, 8 minutes of watch time to 16 minutes of watch time if they watch another one, and it shows that this person is in your little watch web. It also gives you another ad impression. Yeah. Like, that is the metric that YouTube cares about. Sure, you can ask them to comment, you can ask them to like, that's totally fine, but watching another video exposes them to more of your content and shows YouTube, I am a channel that keeps people on this platform for 16 minutes rather than just 8 minutes.
Yep, that's incredibly well said. And for everyone listening, 2 call to actions, it sounds like. One in the first third, then maybe the like. You don't want to ask them to watch another video and leave your current one.
Yes.
And the outro, just to clarify, is watch another.
Correct, yes.
As opposed to decision fatigue of like, watch, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, people don't do any of those. Yeah. It's a meaningless call to action.
Patty Galloway was talking about the ideas of your video, and then he was also talking about the titles. When it comes to ideas, and this is something we do, I just don't think we've talked about it enough.
No, for sure.
He said to think of 100 ideas, bring it down to the top 10, and then choose one. He goes, I can't believe when people...
And when he said do not tell nobody like, comment, subscribe, and they ain't gonna do it. That's obviously not the case. I don't know what the hell type of shit he on, but that's not the case. That's not the case here. And that's not right what he said either, because when you tell somebody to subscribe, they gonna automatically subscribe because they ain't got to pay no damn money. So they gonna automatically do that. They gonna automatically like and subscribe. And if you give them like some good advice if they do so or not, or some shit or whatever, always make sure if you make a YouTube channel and you really want to be big, always stand out for what you say. Like whatever you say goes. Don't just say whatever you. Don't just like say something and then lie about it the next damn day. Just like when you say something, just keep it going, keep the road moving. You know, just don't stop. You know, don't just sit there and tell somebody a story. Tell them you got this and this and that. You gonna give them this and this and that. The next day you know they come again, and you lie to them. See, that's how your channel gonna go right back down to zero. So it's best to tell the truth nowadays. Not much people still don't tell the truth anyways, but child, this world's a chaotic place. I ain't gonna lie. Unless you make it a chaotic place. You make it a chaotic place, goddamn it's gonna be it. But keep going. Let's keep going. I just want to stop and pause that and tell y'all about that. And there'll be another video tomorrow about YouTube. I have it planned already. I might make it after I get done with this video, and I might not. I don't know. I don't give a damn. But it's gonna be made out though.
People think of one video idea and they just go and make it. Keep in mind, he's working with like Mr. Beast. He's working with people who require a like killer video idea. The point is, ideas matter so much on YouTube. Start with volume and then work your way in to the best ones.
You know, transitioning from a video idea to actually landing on a title. When Patty was talking about titles, it's just crazy how just the reframing of the right title will cause so much interest. And his word was curiosity.
He gave a really cool example. He was working with a client, and the first variation of the title was inside a $1.7 million New York loft. They didn't really love it, and there was nothing really interesting about it except the money value, but there's probably more expensive ones or whatever, right? So then they changed it to, I found the best loft in New York, and they liked it better. They thought it improved. And then they added one more thing to it, which was, I found the best loft in NYC, ... but nobody wants it. And they were like, that's the title. They opened up this curiosity loop. If it's the best loft in New York City, why does nobody want it? How can you breed curiosity into that? Because naturally, you want to click on something that sparks curiosity. You want to know the answer, and so you want to click on that video.
On that note of like deciding what videos to make, how much are you how much does it play on your mind of, oh, I know if I make this sort of video it'll get this many views, versus more like, I feel like making this video because I feel like it? And sort of that, to me, that's always felt like a bit of a spectrum of like doing things because I feel like it versus doing things because I know they'll perform well. How do you think about sort of videos along that spectrum?
Yeah, so I think this is super lucky that the videos that I know will do well are the most interesting to me also, because they're about probably a piece of tech that is so cool that I want to check it out anyway, right? So on one half, it's like, what videos will do well? It's the hottest gadgets, the most impressive new things that people haven't seen before, collaboration.
And if you make
videos, really cool.
And if you do like test about this and this, that, always be honest, because people ain't gonna never be on your side if you won't be honest. You tell a lie, man, you might as well get your ass, man, you might as well go ahead, get your ass off down, get your ass off YouTube, man. Get your ass on, get your lying ass on somewhere, dude. Don't mind all that lies, especially if you trying to help people grow their channel and lying, and you said products that are fake.
Interesting people, those I know before we make them are like, oh, those are gonna do pretty well. And then on the other half is, what do I...
Your channel might be banned. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Your channel might be banned, your channel might not be banned. I don't know, it's up to YouTube, but I hope somebody see this video and have it useful, you know?
Want to do. And sometimes it's, well, I want to check out this gadget. This seems pretty cool. Well, I kind of want to talk to this person. They seem really interesting to talk to. And suddenly, like, they're like meshing together, and it's kind of the same pool of things. So often, again, it's like I don't have that much pressure to like, I'm not into this video, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I know it'll get a lot of views. That doesn't happen too often for me, because if I know it's gonna get a lot of views, why is that gonna get a lot of views? Because it's a really interesting piece of tech. Oh, okay, so I'm in.
And has that always been your attitude, or was that a thing that changed over time?
I think that's something I've figured out over time. I know that there are videos that I make that aren't going to blow up like the ones that are the most popular gadgets, but I still want to share them because I still think they're cool. And I think if I can make the video in a way that actually shows why I'm so interested in it, then it will eventually be interesting to people and will catch on. So I think that's something I sort of learned probably in the second half of making videos, which is that we can sort of justify pretty much any video we want to make.
Hey, I'd like to take a moment to talk about the sponsor of this video, Podcastle. Whether you want to do a solo podcast or have all of your friends on, Podcastle allows you to have up to 10 remote guests at a time. One of the coolest parts about this is that each person is going to be recorded locally on separate tracks. And it's really easy for bringing guests on because they don't even need a Podcastle account. You just need to send them their link and then they can come onto your show. Podcastle even has a mobile app, which makes it really easy for recording and exporting your content on the go. They truly make it as simple as possible to produce your podcast. Thank you so much, Podcastle, for sponsoring this video.
Is there ever a point where it's like,
no one teaches you how to speak another language. You just memorize words, but when it's time to talk,
a point where it's like, there's too much content, I can't watch it all?
I think so. And that's why sometimes, creating even more content is not necessarily a bad thing, because somebody might skip a day. And if they watch your video today and they didn't watch yesterday, they'll be like, oh, I
go back.
She had one yesterday, so let me go back and watch that. I mean, I think it's really just about focusing on what your audience is. Sometimes you might not know what your audience is, but just listen to them. I mean, I'm very quickly able to tell if somebody likes a video or they don't like a video in the comments. And I think the most painful comments is the ones where people are like, man, I usually really like your videos, but this one wasn't my favorite. I'm like, oh, shoot. Burn.
Will you ever delete videos?
No, I mean, I've definitely set some to private, mostly because it was just announcement videos.
Sure, yeah. So
it's
you don't want it up there afterwards.
Yeah, it's hey,
the
come.
meetup's over.
Yeah, come meet me here. Well, that was a week ago. So
right, okay.
Even small YouTube channels can lead to big opportunities. One of the things that people make a mistake of is they're too focused on vanity metrics. And so we think, and we have mistakenly defined success on YouTube as you got to get a silver play button, you got to get a gold play button. It's about getting as many views as possible. And I believe that's a flawed definition of success. Views or subscribers are not the only metrics for success. One of the underappreciated benefits of starting a YouTube channel is the connections and communities that you build with your audience. YouTube allows you to build a loyal and engaged following, which can lead to opportunities for monetization, other forms of income, collaborations, and even career opportunities. So the mistake people are making is they're like, is it too late to start a...
By the way, you choose my career. I want it to be my career. I always thought that ever since I was young. Not that young, but, a couple years ago. Probably 3 or 4 years. Nothing too cocky. YouTube isn't... making music is not my career. I do it just to, just in case y'all get bored watching videos. You can go over to my music channel and go listen to some music. And yeah.
YouTube channel, it's like, well, what do you even mean? Is it too late to start a viral YouTube channel? Well, why do you even need to go viral? What if you have a different business model? What if you get a promotion at your job? What if it leads to that next connection or that next partner? What if it leads to your future spouse? There's a lot of opportunities that could come from starting a YouTube channel.
True.
And so, I just want to present you the data that possibly defining it just by subscribers or vanity metrics is a limited, if not completely flawed, definition of success. And speaking of starting a new channel, or if your channel is small, if you haven't heard, we actually are doing a 5-day free YouTube challenge. And so if you go to tube1kchallenge.com for the new year, if you're interested in saying, Sean, I do see the opportunity on YouTube, I would like to learn some of the best tips and strategies, you can go to tube1k, the letter K, challenge.com right now.
If you want to jumpstart your views right now, and maybe you're not getting the momentum or the growth that you want, is jump on trends within your niche. Can you talk about how that completely changed everything to you, and what your thoughts are when it comes to people jumping on trends, and what are your tips?
Yeah, I think, doesn't he call it trend hacking?
Yeah, for sure.
That's everything right now. That's what Mr. Beast, and from the biggest to the smallest, that is one of the best ways to garner views and the audience and a following of subscribers and such. And so for me, it's kind of funny. I know if I have a gadget, a tech product that is maybe about to be released, if I get maybe a pre-release review unit, then it's almost like for certain, okay, well, people are going to be searching about it and talking about it right on that release date, and so that video will do well. Now, of course,
you don't always get that product early. That's very hard, especially when you're first starting out. So maybe if that product just releases and I can maybe go buy it and then quick in a couple of days turn around a video, that will often do well. Another thing is seeing that wave or that trend, the virality of something before it hits. I was on that wave right before it started to take off, and that's why I think I made it just a well condensed little review video on hoverboards, and then YouTube really liked it. And it's like, okay, this is the authority on hoverboards, and so when all these millions of people are searching for hoverboards and how to buy one and stuff like that, I was the one that they promoted. And so there's a lot of, it's easier said than done, but trying to stay ahead of the curve on what that next trend is going to be, and then riding that wave. And then you got to remember that that wave will finish, it'll crash down, and then you got to paddle back out and then find the next one. Nothing survives forever. So I see a lot of people, even myself, hoverboards, they were hot for a little while and then they faded away. And it's like, okay, if I only did hoverboard reviews, my channel would be dead, but I had to pivot. And I like all things tech anyway, so that was kind of a natural fit. But yeah, always looking for that next wave is really key.
So what's the secret to creating a good short?
A lot of B-rolls. Everything that I state, I have a B-roll. And then the doctor came in with this interesting device, and I show the device. So every phrase has to be supported by footage that shows what's going on. And the more relevant the footage is, the better it is for the video. They have to be as relevant as possible, because sometimes we go to Shutterstock and we're talking about, a lot of students in the US, and then we have these faces that we've seen everywhere, like plastic acting, I don't know, you see they're not relatable because they're actors and the production quality is amazing. But this is not what works for shorts. Something that's raw, something that is filmed with an iPhone, maybe worse quality. This is what people are looking for in that type of content. We experimented a lot with repurposed videos from YouTube. You can just tell that this video was not made for shorts. And you're like, why should I bother if the creator didn't bother creating a short specific video? And we noticed that once I switched to creating content specifically for short videos, that the traction has been tremendous.
There's such a tendency, especially in a world where you're able to count your views in real time, that if it doesn't work today, it's never going to work. And, I talked to Jimmy, Mr. Beast, about this a lot. And that guy spent 7 years making videos before he had one that broke 1,000 views or something extraordinary like that. And now he's doing 1 billion views a month. My brother Van, who's the most brilliant mind on all of YouTube, and Van had this initial explosion of interest because he and I worked so hard to promote his first videos. And then I explained to him, I was like, look, it's all going to go away. You're going to find your baseline, then you're going to build from there. And he's been consistently uploading for a year, making the best work he can make, and now he's really building out what is going to be a successful long-term career, making videos and putting them on the internet.
Yeah,
and I
really
think
cool to watch that.
It's extremely unsexy. It's extremely uninteresting, and no one wants to hear that it takes time, but it takes time. And I think if it's something that, especially if you're young and just getting into this, you don't want to invest. But patience is really the most undervalued aspect of succeeding in the world of media today. You have all the agency in the world. You don't need anything from anyone. But if you're not willing to commit the time to it, you're never going to find that success.
100%. If you want to learn how to grow a YouTube channel this year, then click on the screen and watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Alright, y'all, so that should be enough tips for you guys to pile everything up in your brain, get some ideas from this video, and I'll see y'all in tomorrow's brand new video. Today I'm gonna start a season, so if you want to learn how to make videos or not, I will post them every day, almost every day, not every single day, because I'm gonna post some regular videos too, and then go back to the season one. Split a day. Have a day about what I'll be watching and shit like that. Like my normal video I post and this. So leave a like, hit the subscribe button. Hope y'all enjoy this season. I'm gonna make 10 seasons though, and then once I make 10 seasons, I'm gonna put every last one of those videos into 1 hour one movie actually. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be an hour long. As long as I be recording, it ain't gonna be no hour. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be more than an hour. But hope y'all enjoy the season. See y'all. Bye, everybody. See you later. Hope you enjoyed this video. I tried all I can to help some people. If you don't know what's going on, I'll try to help you more. But you just got to comment down below. I love to help people. If you just comment down below, make my day. That make my day. And by smashing the like button, hit that subscribe button, because I want to hit the 50 subscribers. That's my goal right now. Hitting 50 subscribers, then 100 subscribers, and then 500 subscribers, and then 1,000. You know. So see y'all.